Am I live? Yes. Hi. We're going to have a little soul chat today about what else is possible. And before we dive into that, I just want to welcome you into the day, into this time, into this experience. One of the biggest things that we can do as we're navigating life and chaos and challenges is we can learn how to come back home to ourselves, into our own energy, into our own presence, into our own experience. It's important for us to remember this because sometimes what happens, this may not be for everyone. If this resonates with you, take it. If not, then know that this is how some people may be in your life react or live or may experience things, is that sometimes our minds take over and our minds try to find answers to things and try to figure out things, and we try to, our minds can go into major energy mode to go out here. And for some of us, when that happens, when our mind takes over, we find that we feel off balance, that we feel perhaps stressed out, that we feel ungrounded, especially if we are business owners or even in our own entrepreneur or our own careers that we do. You may find that you're unable to really feel grounded and rooted in what you're doing. And so when the mind is going all over, or when there's a lot happening, or when there's a lot of conversations happening around you and you haven't come back into your own space to ground into your own experience, it can feel a bit as if you're spinning out. And so a couple things that you can do to come back into that moment, come back into yourself and come back into the presence, is that you can use breath to be able to, and this is one of the ways that you can do it. You can do it a million ways. This is one of the ways, is when you're breathing in breath, when you exhale, bringing the energy down into your heart. And on each exhale, moving that energy, you can do it with me here. And then on that exhale, moving it down into your stomach. And on this exhale, moving it down into the base of where your seat hits, your booty hits the seat, or your root chakra, for those of you who know that term. And then next exhale, imagine that you have tree roots coming from the base, your root chakra, and going down into the earth and spreading out. This is something really powerful that we can do at any moment. And sometimes those of us who have very active minds, we forget. We forget how we're able to come back into balance and we're come back into this place. So this is one of many tools that you can use to come into the present moment. It only took a few seconds. Sometimes it'll take us a few minutes to really help bring us into that space. So if you played along with that, I trust that you're feeling a little more grounded and rooted and in your body. And so I want to have this conversation with you about what else is possible. And I'm going to use, I can't have my hands on this table because it keeps shaking. So I'm going to share this message from the Akashic Records that I channeled recently to have this conversation with you. So what else is possible? What else is possible when you let go of control of the outcome? What else is possible if you didn't need to know, what is this word? If you didn't need to know how? What else is possible if a time frame or timeline wasn't important? What else is possible if you operated and ran your life from your I am presence? What else is possible if you didn't engage in the stories and reasons why it won't or isn't happening? What else is possible if you believed in you? I'm going to repeat all these to give you an opportunity to not have to go back and listen to the replay. In this moment, you have a second round to really sit with these and to really allow. Here's what I'm going to invite. And I'm going to give like an energetic explanation for this, because a lot of what I do with like Akashic Records sessions and one-on-one clients and the transformations that I'm helping people like you perhaps move from the overthinking mind down into the body and down into the intuition, so that that last piece of what else is possible if you believed in you, that you're more able to access the infinite possibilities of all the ways that you were supported, as well as all of the different intentional aligned actions that you can take. These actions can be much, much easier when we're able to really drop into our bodies and to be able to, you may hear some of these words like listen to your heart, or listen to your guides, or listen to your own intuition, or to trust yourself. A lot of this comes with practice and deepening this skill. Some of the people I work with are some of the most amazing, fabulous, intellectually smart, most powerful, amazing people that I've ever met. And there is a time when it's time for us to evolve and go deeper. We are never stagnant in one place, especially if you like vibe with my content, my energy, then you are into personal development. You are into expanding who you are and understanding who you are and growing and developing and transforming. You're on a journey of personal development and soul growth. And so let's go back into the message again. What else is possible? What else is possible when you let go of control of the outcome? What else is possible if you didn't need to know the how? What else is possible if a time frame or timeline wasn't important? What else is possible if you operated and ran your life from your I am presence? What else is possible if you don't engage in the stories and reasons of why it won't or isn't happening? What else is possible if you believed in you? Like many other pieces of content that we tap into for different reasons on YouTube and the internet and social media and TV and books and podcasts and audio, a lot of times these things will keep our mind working on things and distracted and processing things, and that's beautiful. And we hear so many words and we hear so many thoughts. And questions like the one that are here on this video and this little soul chat that we're having are ones that do require a little bit of reflection and a little bit of introspection, or perhaps a little bit of detective work to really reflect and think or identify where these things may be coming up. The question of what else is possible when you let go of control of the outcome, even if you just focused on one, pick the one. What I find in my life and in my journey with this is that I continue to see how control shows up and how it shows up in many ways. And a lot of times control shows up when I am desiring a very specific outcome and I need something specific to happen, or I want it to happen on my timeline. I mean, a lot of these are woven in here. And the video I did recently I think I went live yesterday on Facebook only, and so I will actually upload this video to YouTube so that if you're here on YouTube, you'll be able to find it, and I'll see if I can link it in. Is that I talked about how to invite in more grace and ease in your life, and a lot of this is building on each other. It's building on these things, and so sometimes we don't have to know right now how to let go of control of the outcome. We just have to notice where we are attached to certain outcomes or where we are controlling things that may be causing us more, less grace and ease. We'll say it that way to tie in with that other message. And so today's message and chat here with you is a quick one to really share with you some really powerful questions that you can do this work and go deeper with yourself. And if you're finding that you would love to work with somebody, to have somebody support you through your next evolution and your next step into your greatness, to be able to really dive deeper into your own intuition and your own trust in self, I work with more on the energetic side of things. And so I know for some of you that could be a bit of a jump, and that's okay. It might not be the time. I do have the understanding of the mind aspects with it too, but what we would do together is that I would open up your soul record and use that as a way to help guide you back to yourself, because I think it's more important, and I want to be able to be a resource to guide people to their own power, because it's even more powerful when you discover it yourself and you come into that place and you're the one that came into that. Because if I pick up the two chords and I plug them together, you can visually see that and understand. But how do you take that and actually be true in your life for you? I would love to read any of your thoughts on this. What came up? What are you struggling with? What is challenging for you right now? Where are you feeling stuck? So that way I can create more content to be able to help you. There are a lot of different ways that I can support you and serve you, through meditations, through channel messages. I do Akashic Record readings. So there's a lot of different things that I can do to help you really find more clarity and inner peace, to help you to be the person who finally steps up and speaks their needs, to be the person who is able to trust themselves so much despite any chaos going on. So anything around these types of conversations, I would love to hear what it is that you need and that I can support and serve you with, because I have so many great tools, and it's time for me to share them more publicly and get them into your hands as well. And so that way you can really begin or continue the transformation wherever you're at in your journey. So sending you so much love. I'm excited to connect further. And if you do want to talk and explore what it'd be like to work one-on-one together, then reach out. You can go to my website, jennyhala.com, and find all the information on there. Or you can reach out to me if you are watching this on a social media platform, and we'll connect that way. Have a great day.